there, good afternoon. Olabisi Folarin here once again, certified marriage and relationship coach and your host, Couples Uncensored. So for the first few days, I've been discussing the topic creating memories, activating bliss, and maximizing this season amongst couples. I've been sharing tips and nuggets on how couples can best maximize this season, and I hope it has been a blessing to you thus far. If there's anything that blesses you, you can share with people you know who are in that situation. You can also like and make comments on the video. Okay, so but before I go further, I want to reiterate the vision of Couples Uncensored all again. I did that at the first video. So rounding up now, I'd like to remind us what the vision of Couples Uncensored is all about. It's all about helping couples build model marriages and to inspire the singles make informed decisions about the institution of marriage so that they don't go into it with wrong preconceived ideas and make a mess and a mockery of it. So in a nutshell, that's what it's all about. But all these we do via faith-based, time-tested principles because we believe that Christ is the owner of this institution called marriage and is the content curator of how marriage is supposed to work. It's his brainchild and his idea. So I just thought to let us know, for those who have not stumbled on the past editions or past videos, you do also run along and watch it. Okay, so someone sent me a WhatsApp and said, Pastor Bisi, I've been immensely blessed by these videos you've been doing. It's like you're in a lot of people's homes. While I can't say I'm in a lot of people's homes, I can also say I'm in a few people's homes by virtue of the work I do as a marriage counselor and as a coach. You know, over the years I've been in the field. Some of these posts are based from data around, and like I said, this whole thing started with a burden before the lockdown began. All right, so let's just go straight to what I have today. Two more things. This is number 5, I believe, and that is the fact that marriage is deeply spiritual. Forget all the English we've been speaking from part 1 to 4. Yeah, there are physical things that you need to do to make your marriage work, but never forget that marriage has its roots in something deeply spiritual, and that is God. All right, marriage is deeply, deeply spiritual. Now, why do we say that? If God is the one who owns this institution of marriage, we all know that God is spirit, and they that interact and worship with Him must worship in spirit and in truth. So He's a spirit. His product, marriage, is also deeply spiritual. How do you explain asking a man to love his wife as Christ loved the church? Sometimes when people come through my academy, I run a marriage academy where I talk to intending couples and newly wedded. I say, sometimes when I watch all those entry dance you people do as a really, really nice show you guys put up a lot of times, you might know, just like as you are dancing, I hope you know the responsibility, the massive responsibility that is expected of you. When God says you should love your wife as Christ loved the church, it's not going to be easy for any man to love his wife like Christ loved the church, giving his life literally for her in the flesh. It's going to take the help of God for you as a man to love your woman like Christ loved the church. When she's messing up, you accept her sorry, you bring her back, you wash her by the washing of the water, by the word. Some of the things and demands and responsibilities that marriage will lay on you will take you dying to self. And you don't die to self in the flesh. You enlist the help of the Holy Ghost to put your flesh under. So marriage is deeply spiritual. And so we need to learn to create an atmosphere around our homes. That's the crux of what I want to say. That marriage is spiritual, and you need to create an atmosphere around your home. Listen to me, people of God. Your home is not just a building. Homes are made up of atmospheres. Homes consist of atmosphere. Your home is an atmosphere, not just a building. The first home in the Bible was the Garden of Eden. And what does the Garden of Eden, what does it remind you of? It reminds you of a place, a safe place, a place to enjoy, a place of peace and tranquility. Let me tell you, except a place is inhabited by the presence of God, by the Holy Spirit, most likely there will be no peace in that place. So as couples, as women, as men, we need to learn to saturate the atmosphere around our houses. Do you understand? And somebody says, how do you do that? Well, there are two ways I will talk about in this video. One is by saturating the atmosphere around your house and around your spouse with music. See, there's no how a house whose atmosphere is saturated with the presence of God, strife cannot stay there. Fighting and envy, all these ones that couples would be keeping malice for 2-3 months. They're not having sex. This one is greeting this one, is saying, bong, bong, bong. See, strife will not stay in an atmosphere that is saturated by the fire and the presence of God. So one of the things you can do is to often release the fragrance of worship in your atmosphere, in your home. Let music, deeply spiritual music, be something that is like an incense that is always going up in your home. And it reminds me of Dulce's song, Fragrance to Fire. First it was fragrance, then it turns to fire. My worship is my weapon. That is how I fight. That is how I win my battles. Listen to me. It's like in church, when we worship to a point, the atmosphere is so charged, it literally catches fire. And then diverse things begin to happen. Miracles begin to take place. People get delivered. People fall under the unction. Diseases leaves people's body. People get illumination, light bulb moments for the next phase of their life. Right there in an atmosphere of worship. It's the same thing. You don't need to be in the church to create an atmosphere. In your home, release worship as a fragrance. When you do this to a level, you're either joining in or you're just allowing the music to permeate the whole atmosphere. When your worship or fragrance, and when your fragrance of worship rises to an extent, it catches fire, just like that song. Picture what happens to church in the church when we worship in unity of spirit. Our worship rises up to a point everywhere literally catches fire. Things begin to happen. People are slain in the spirit. Businesses are resurrecting. People are catching vision, like I said earlier on. The same thing can happen in your home when you release the atmosphere of worship. What that simply does is that if you have a spouse who has issues with anger, over time they just find out that they can't even be angry. People snap over little things. Because why? Strife cannot stay in an atmosphere that is saturated with the Spirit of God. Music will do that way. And then when I was doing the live stream, somebody said, what of love song? I said, fantastic, as long as you're dancing to the love song. You understand? And for those of the household of faith, yes, there are clean love songs you can listen to. But the whole essence is, if it's love song you want to do and not worship, make sure you're dancing. Dancing has been scientifically proven to release hormones in your body that are called happiness hormones. They just make you happy. Who doesn't need a home where happiness is literally all over? Okay? And so if music is going to help you dispense happiness around your home, around your spouse, do so. Learn to take charge of the atmosphere around your spouse. If you have a spouse who just says, this person doesn't listen, I've done all I can, all the things you have said from video 1 to 5, I've done it. You need to understand that sometimes the Holy Ghost has to take his place. You understand? There is so much your physical efforts can do, and there is just so much, but there's much more that spiritual efforts can do in your marriage, because marriage is deeply spiritual. Let me give you, let me give you 2 examples. What do you think Esther was doing when she was about to approach the king? You know, I thought she was only laughing, but she could have just botched it, you know what, the queen head and just going. But she understood that there's an atmosphere she needed to create around her king and that palace for her to even be welcome, for the scepter of acceptance to be stretched out to her. It's the same thing. You have a husband who you just feel, look, woman, take charge of the atmosphere around your home. Yes, the men are also supposed to take charge, but if you have a husband or a spouse that's giving you issues, continue to control the atmosphere around them. An atmosphere that only allows for words of wisdom to filter in. If they have people that are speaking wrong words that are setting your home on fire, it is your duty to take charge. Now, Lord, every counsel of Ahithophel in this one will not stand. I saturate the atmosphere around this home and around my husband, around my wife with the fire of the Holy Ghost. They will only hear the voice of God. For those who have issues with the war room, it's okay, but I'm going to pick up a scenario. Until that woman arose and decided to take charge of her home and announced to the heavens, to the earth, and to the devil that, you know what, no more. Nothing took shape in the house. Because look, a lot of things are spiritual about marriage. Marriage is deeply spiritual. Okay, so learn to saturate the atmosphere in your house Because your home in itself is an atmosphere, it's not just a building. Why do you think you go into some people's house without even knowing what is going on? You can't sit down for long. The atmosphere is tense. There is strife there. They're not physically fighting, but you don't feel comfortable. And there are other homes you enter, it's just the beauty, the glory, the peace of the Lord all around. It's atmosphere. Homes are atmospheres. So a lot of times there is fighting, rancor going on. Beneath the scene is a lot more going on. Okay, so I talked about the war room. For those of you who have watched it, if you've not watched it, go and watch it. The woman took charge of the atmosphere around her spouse, her husband, and around her home, and things began to take shape. Are we saying it's only women that should take charge? No, the men can also and should also take charge of the atmosphere around them. You can do so by declarations, confessions. You wake up in the morning and you're declaring things into the atmosphere. You are releasing worship. Do you understand me? Pastor Bimbo Odukoya was the foremost mentor to me. And the beauty about working with somebody like that, you hear stories of couples she has worked with. Do you understand? Literally. And you hear of men who have they've gone to other cities to marry other women, and their wives will rise up and take the challenge and begin to make confessions. And that man with his 2 legs will carry his leg home and come and apologize to the wife. What happened? She took charge of the atmosphere around him. Listen, there is no distance in the realm of the spirit. Okay? There is no distance in the realm of the spirit. Someone is saying, is it only the women that have to pray? Listen to me. At this point, for the scenario I've just painted, the man doesn't even know what is going on with him. You are the one feeling the pain. You are the one whose sanity and mental health is being threatened. When you are ill, you do something about it. When something is disturbing, you do something about it until the other person comes to their senses. So take charge of the atmosphere. And I say something that in the body, we don't seem to know what we have. I say there are incantations, and there are Yoruba call them ogiri. There are incantations in scripture. What do you think Songs of Solomon is there for? Some portions of Psalms. When they're talking about only my breast will satisfy my husband, he does not drink from another. Turn those things to confessions. I learned that from Pastor Bimbo Odukoya. And that's part of taking charge of your atmosphere. Making powerful confessions, releasing worship into the atmosphere. See, anything that is not of God will not be able to stand in that marriage. Listen, even for a cheating spouse, they just find out that when they get there, nothing seems to be able to happen. They don't feel an attraction for the other person until they come home to their spouse. These things are real. These things happen. And so I want to encourage somebody, take charge of the atmosphere in your house. And I want to say a story briefly. And I read this from the wall of one of my big sisters, Adetutu Shefowora. You can follow on Facebook and Instagram and search through our wall. I think the title of that post was "I Left My Home" or something. Let me run through that quickly. So she wakes up one morning, packs her things, and I'm not going to be able to say the story the way the person says, so go read it up. And she packs up her stuff, and no fights, no prior fight with the husband, and says, you know what, I'm tired of this man, I'm leaving, I'm going. And the husband begs, what's happened? Cried, what's wrong? She said she doesn't even know what happened. Okay, prior to that, she kept waking up, each day, and she'll get into the parlor and she'll tell her children, this place is dark, why didn't you put on the lights? Why is it all up? And the children will look at her strangely and like, Mommy, there is light here. She said, eh. Another time again, she came, there is darkness here. Why is this place dark? People should open the window, put on the light. And children are looking at her in a weird way. There is light here. And the door is open, there is light, the lights are on. So that was a sense of going off in her spirit man, telling her that something was wrong in the atmosphere around her, but probably at that time she couldn't pick it. Anyways, things deteriorated to a point. She just picked up her pillow and said she was leaving her husband's house, told the man she's going. The man was confused, begged, cried, what's happening? Let's talk about it. No, I'm done. I made up my mind. I'm leaving. Just like that. So the man pleaded with her and said, why don't you wait till the following morning? It's late now. And in that post she said, Jeremy, I don't even know where I was going. It's not that I had somewhere I was going. It made me laugh, but the reality of it really struck home with me. And so the following morning, she said she didn't even sleep too well so that she would be able to go early enough. By the time it was morning, she packed, before she could pack her things and say, I want to leave, her elder sister, who was, I think, a spiritual leader of some sort, landed there in Ibadan, all the way from Lagos. And she said she opened the door, she was like, Auntie, what's happening here? Kilo Shele here, something bad, but you didn't tell me you're coming. And the sister said, you know what, I didn't come here for greetings and all of that. I just came here to deliver a message and gave her a prophetic word, told her there's something wrong with the atmosphere around the home. You better go back there and sort out whatever it is. The Lord sent me to you and I've prayed for you. And immediately the sister delivered the message. She said her sister took off to Lagos. She did not step into the house. And immediately the sister came, declared the word of the Lord, and told her the prophet. She said it was like a covering cast came off her. And she went back inside and said, what am I even doing? I started crying. I think I have to end this video now. I will continue in the next one. So follow me.